I was a second owner, but I charged him $500. He was like, man, why you charge me? He kept that car. I wanted him to appreciate it. But if I just gave it to him, he probably would have tore it up and didn't appreciate it as much because that was money he actually had to work for. So I think that's one of the mentalities that people have when they get money fast.
You develop a certain character, a certain mind state, about what you acquire. You develop, a higher level of stewardship, more care, more concern, more value. He wanted to take care of it because it became from something given to him to an investment. And that's a different mindset when you just receive something and versus having to invest to get something, which means that you have to make a sacrifice.
But as fathers, parents, we also want to create, children and people that grow up that are good stewards, that know how to manage money because they understand that somebody had to work for this. But we want to create wise people who appreciate what they have and understand that it's a blessing to be in a position that you're in because somebody had to put a lot of work in to acquire this. So if we don't develop them to be appreciative of the things that they get and understand that there are people who are not as fortunate as you are, who are are praying to be in a position that you're in.
Yeah, you should leave something tangible in their hands, but you also have to leave something in them. And that's more important than what you leave in their hands because, as you say, if they don't have the right stuff in them, then what you put in their hands, they gonna squander it anyways. Then their children inherit the house, and then it becomes like what happened? Oh, old man passed away. Now the house is just it's terrible. What happened? Like the transfer of an inheritance to hands, but not in. And I think that that's something that as parents, I know we pretty much gonna have a lot of people who are at the parenting age listening to the podcast that don't just concentrate on what you can leave to them. Yes, leave something to them, but more importantly, leave something in them so that they know how to, as you say, steward over what you leave to them. It was always just giving things, but never responsibility with the things.
Because like you said, that's way more important than, the tangible resources that we leave them. And also, as parents, we need to devise, ways to, get them to develop in that way. Because they, we had to learn by going without because a lot of our parents weren't in a position to give us certain things. So a lot of us learned to value money because we never had none growing up.
Right.
But for us who are, living a little bit, upper middle class, we have to find clever ways to let our children know that they are blessed.
So I'm trying to figure out, how am I going to show her